What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continue my journey. It's game on, ladies and gentlemen, with the 3 M's. Martin, Matthew, and Mandy. What adventures are going to be happening on this week's episode? I got to stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Texas not included, damn it. You got to bring your own. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. Thank you to those who do those things. And shout out to the patrons as well. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go. Let's get it.
But Sunday morning is only for the blessed, and the sacred moments of silliness are where I find my heaven, where I find my heaven, where I find my
Matt, if I was in a permanent vegetative state, would you turn the machine off?
What do you mean, if?
No, really, would you switch it off? Or would you nurse me devotedly for years in the hope that I might one day regain consciousness?
What was the first one again?
This present Archie gave me. Cost 572 quid.
That's very tasteful, isn't it?
No, it's bloody hideous. When I think of what I could buy for 572 quid, I could weep.
Why don't you tell him you don't like it?
No, I can't do that. Archie told me it took him ages to choose a perfect thing for me. I could hardly tell him I didn't like it, could I?
It's not a very good sign for your marriage if you can't tell the truth about whether you like an ornament or not, though, is it? What are you going to be like when you've got to talk about stuff like you're bankrupt or you've got a fatal disease or your child's been run over and squashed to a pulp?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind. Right, I'm going out now to meet Archie. I don't know what time I'll be home.
Man, can you ask Archie if I can borrow his green beret?
You what?
Well, if I want to join the Marines, I'm going to need to try the hat.
You want to join the Marines?
Yeah?
The Marines?
Yeah?
It's a very outdoor sort of life, you know, Matt. Still, they've probably got a tunnelling unit. Perhaps you could join that.
Just ask Archie for the beret.
Well, you're not really going to be a Marine, though, are you? I mean, it's just one of your fantasies, a bit on the pathetic side, really.
What's that, then? Huh? It's one of many books on the Marines I borrowed off Archie. I don't call that a pathetic fantasy. I call that serious research into my chosen career.
OK.
Believe me now, right?
No, I don't. Because I remember when you said you were going to be a deep-sea diver. You wore a rubber suit in the bath a couple of times and we heard no more about it. I remember when you were going to be a gamekeeper.
This is different. Being a Marine is about fulfilling my destiny.
But why is it?
When I was a kid, I had an older brother. No, you never knew him. That's because he was much older. He was 17 when I was born. He was training to be a Marine commando. He was days away from being a fully qualified Marine when there was a car accident. Danny was killed.
I've never heard you mention Danny before.
He was my hero, Mark. I was 5. I worshipped the ground he walked on. Broke my heart when he died.
But you've never mentioned him.
I wasn't allowed. My father said I must never say his name again.
God, man, it's awful. What a shitty thing to happen.
I had to identify the body as well. Mum was in too much of a state. Dad refused to believe he was dead. I was 5, Martin. I was so little. The doctor had to pick me up so I could look down at Danny's beautiful, slightly squashed face.
Yeah, good one. Game on.
I go through all that and you laugh. I'm insulted, Martin, and I'm sickened.
I've been your best friend for 15 years, Matt. I think you might have mentioned it if you had a dead brother.
I'm not lying.
Funny bloke.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. I'm sure you're not doing it on purpose.
Thing is, I have no trouble at all getting an erection when you're not there.
That's reassuring.
When you're not there, but I'm thinking about you, I mean. I get the most enormous erections then. Monstrous buggers. But then when I see you, I'm not really sure what happens. The old chap goes a bit shy. Must seem rather odd being engaged to someone who hasn't managed to... who can't... Does it?
No. No, it doesn't seem odd.
I expect this happens to a lot of men.
I'm sure it does.
Never actually met someone who it's happened to.
You know what I think it is, Archie? You think I'm so perfect, you can't bring yourself to defile me. I mean, you've got to start thinking of me as ordinary. I mean, I am ordinary. If you could do that, I'm sure your old chap would start to feel a bit more sociable.
How can I think of you as ordinary? You're an angel.
Well, maybe if you saw me picking my nose, for example. Yeah?
God.
Is it working?
No. You just look like an angel who picks her nose.
Oh my God. What a dork.
Morning, Matt. Got your tea?
Archie says you can't borrow his beret because it's too precious. But dug this old one out of mine for you.
My God.
I made you a toasted tea cake for your breakfast. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Although slightly squashed.
Damn.
Told her about Danny.
Oh, it's terrible luck you having lost a brother as well as your mum and dad. You sure you haven't got a dead sister? If you had a dead sister, you'd have the full set.
You don't believe me either.
Of course not.
Oh, come on, Matt. Admit you're lying.
Wish I was lying, Martin. I wish I was.
Have you got any photos of him?
My dad burnt them all. Dad went kind of insane after Danny died. Grief did terrible things to him. He used to wander from room to room, moaning and whimpering. Sometimes he used to come into my room in the middle of the night, grab hold of me around my neck, shake me hard and shout, "Why aren't you him? Why aren't you him? Why aren't you him?"
You're all right, aren't you, man?
Sure, yeah. You kids go to work, I've got some things to do.
Freak. Oh my God.
In many ways, and so those who died fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19.
Yo, that was fire.
Okay, guys, good. One here, one there. Come on. Yeah, it's Captain, actually. Captain Malone. I'm just stationed here waiting for my mission. Thanks, guys. At ease.
Oh, man. God, it's funny, man. That's gonna leave a mark.
I'm nothing in this room. I don't exist in this room. I only exist for the jungle. Charlie's waiting for me there, squatting in the bushes, ready to blow my brains out. Charlie!
Got his wellies.
Bloody hell.
What plant's gone? Bloody hell!
Come on, man, Mark. God, that tie looks shit with that shirt, mate.
But she's impotent. But he was in the Marines.
He says it's because he loves me too much.
Poor Archie. Has he not been able to get an erection? I can get an erection. I've got one nearly all the time, actually. I got one the other day when I was watching the snooker. Jimmy White versus Stephen Hendry. Funny, really. Claire used to love it when I got an erection. When you love someone, and they love you, but then they stop and you don't, what are you supposed to do?
Get a dog?
Oh, no.
That's it, Charlie. That's it. Go on, make my day, Charlie.
Oh, no.
Hello, is that Penny's Pet Paradise? You know, I'm actually speaking to Penny. The Penny? Oh, I'm honoured. I'll tell you what it is, Penny. What it is I'm interested in purchasing some rabbits. Oh, about a dozen. Oh, yeah, I've kept rabbits before. Oh, yeah, they make terrific pets. No, I don't mind what sort, but I quite like the fluffy ones. About how big are their heads, roughly? That's excellent. And do you do delivery? You don't? No, I can't come down there. I haven't got any legs. Can't you make an exception just this once? Well, bollocks to you then, you selfish old bag!
Oh, shit.
I expect I'll be speaking to my mother later.
Yeah? I hope you'll be passing on my comments about the so-called shepherd's pie.
No, I won't, actually. 'Cause it was supposed to be my shepherd's pie. Anyway, I don't think it did taste like pureed socks and pants. However, I will be asking her about Danny and his tragic car accident.
Ugh. I feel totally crap. I'm sure I'm coming down with the flu, and it's all your fault, Matthew. Keep turning the heating up to simulate the desert, turning it off to simulate the Antarctica, and then turning it right back up again. It's just not good for a person.
I'm sorry if you're ill, man, but endurance of temperature extremes is part of my training.
You never joined the Marines, how can you? You are totally off your head, stark staring, bonkers barking mad.
Actually, that won't hold him back. Archie said a lot of mad people have made excellent officers.
Please go to work now. Leave me so that I can think about Danny.
What's the matter with you today?
It's the anniversary of his death, okay? Oh, I suppose it's my own fault you don't believe me. I've played the tough man all these years, never let the hurt show.
What's that, Matt?
It's Danny's hip flask. Had it in his pocket on the day of the crash. Found it in the ashes of the bonfire my dad made out of all Danny's stuff. It's a bit bent and burnt, but I just like to hold it sometimes.
DM. Daniel Malone.
Come on, you kids, go to work. Leave me alone now. I know it's a bit wacky, but I like to start the anniversary of Danny's death with a quiet prayer. I feel shy in front of you two.
I'm sorry if it is true, Matt. No wonder you're so mad.
Is there anything we can do before we go to work?
Sometimes in my sorrow I forget to eat, so if you could do me a quick sausage, bacon, mushrooms, grilled tomato, beans and a poached egg on toast, it would help.
All right, Matt. Coming right up.
Sorry.
Don't worry, Archie. It's not your fault.
It was going fine until I tried to...
I know.
And then it just...
I know.
You look so beautiful, and when you did that little striptease... Good heavens, I shouldn't think there's a man in England who can resist you except me, apparently.
Archie, all this, you know, it's quite normal.
Normal? How do you know?
Well, my friend Kirsten, she ran out with this bloke who had the same problem. Debbie said her last boyfriend but one, exactly the same thing. And even Harriet's bloke has difficulty occasionally, and he is a really macho type.
You told all these people about me? Mandy, for God's sake! This is a private, intimate problem. How many other people have you told?
No one else?
Absolutely no one.
Honestly, no one. Go away.
Me and Matt are having a cup of tea. Do you want one?
Martin, I've got Archie with me. We're busy. Bugger off.
Is everything all right?
Haven't you? I suppose that means Matthew knows as well.
I'm sure Martin won't tell Matthew. And even if he does, Matthew never leaves the house anyway. Go away!
I've posted a request on the internet to get advice for Archie. Loads of responses. Lots of people recommending some stuff called stallion cream. I'll do you a print out with the info, yeah?
What a mate.
My guts are coming out!
Everywhere.
I'm gonna die thousands of miles from home! I'm dying!
You will tell us everything you know. Captain Matthew Malone, 4297182. Don't make this hard for me, Captain. Tell us your mission and the pain will go away. You'll never get it out of me. Never! We see about that. Now you tell us the secret plans, yes? No, never, no! Ah, we see you have the any type belly button. This belly button is filthy and disgusting. I will give it a spring clean, make it shiny so I can see my face in it. Ah! Ah!
Hey, yo. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, man. That's the first flashlight.
I'm home. Matt?
Are you alone?
Yeah?
Come in quickly.
Hey, shut the door, shut the door.
What are you up to then? Been doing a spot of housework?
I've had an accident.
I'm crying, man.
What have you done?
These vacuum cleaners are death traps. Should be taken off the market.
What's happened?
I've got my knob stuck in the suction pipe.
You haven't.
It could happen to anyone. I'm sure this sort of thing happens all the time. There's no shame in it. Broad-minded young man with a sense of adventure and a healthy imagination is stuck in a flat by himself with a vacuum cleaner? What could be more natural? Oh, shit, Martin! You've got to help me. It won't come off. It's stuck there. I've been pulling and tugging on it all afternoon. It won't budge. Martin, please help me.
I better have a look at it, hadn't I? Bloody hell. Does it hurt? I think maybe you better go to the hospital, Matt.
No. No hospital. I don't want to go to hospital. And you mustn't tell anyone. You won't tell, will you, Mark? Promise me you won't tell anyone. You won't tell Mandy or Wally Bazoom or anyone at all.
Of course I won't.
Will you try and get it off, please?
I'll do my best.
Oh, no.
It's stuck.
Oh, God, oh, God.
Look, I've got an idea. Look, I'll give Claire a ring and get her round here.
No way!
She's a nurse, Matt. She's worked in accident and emergency. She'll know what to do.
Can't you ring her and tell her it's you who's got your knob caught in it? And get her to tell you what to do over the phone.
I'm the father of her child, Matt. I don't want her to think I'm the kind of person who shags vacuum cleaners. I'm not the kind of person who shags vacuum cleaners.
Neither am I. But I get so bored.
I'll ring Claire.
Well, that's a new one on me, and I thought I'd seen everything. The places men find to stick their penises. We had a man come in once, got his stuck in a video recorder. Of course, he said it was an accident. He was going over to put on his daughter's wedding video, and he tripped and fell and got his penis stuck. Oh, it was great crack, an accident and emergency.
It will come off, won't it?
Martin, will you go and fetch me the margarine?
Unplug that shit.
How's Rosie?
Grand. A couple more little teeth starting to come through now.
She looks a bit like Martin, doesn't she?
People say she's got my nose. Ah, it's hard to tell at that age, though.
And is she musical at all?
She's only one. Thank you, Martin. Right.
Seeing you do that, Claire, reminds me of the time when we tried to...
Whoa! He got stories.
Okay. Right, I'm going to start using a little bit of pressure. I'll be as gentle as I can. Is that hurting you?
Oh.
How about that?
No.
Okay, if you could just try and brace yourself now. It's very tightly wedged indeed.
Matthew! Martin?
God, oh God, just act normal. Everyone act normal.
How?
Oh, there you are. Hi, Claire. What's wrong, Matt? Are you ill or something?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine, thanks. Everything's normal and fine, thanks. I'm just having a rest.
Archie's brought some of his mates round to talk to you about what it's really like to be in the Marines. It's all right, come on through, he's in here.
Hello, Matthew.
Let's go.
Thought you might like a talk with a couple of the chaps here. There's Felix. Barney. Angus.
Hello.
And John.
Hi. Call me Lofty.
You sure you're all right, Matt? You look a bit pale.
Actually, Mandy, Matthew was just telling us that he's decided that he doesn't want to join the Marines after all, so, you know, it's probably best if you'll leave him alone.
Well, why have you changed your mind? You were dead set on it yesterday.
Well, he's changed his mind because... Why was it again, Claire?
He's changed his mind because he's gay. And he knows that homosexuals get get a rough ride in the military and he doesn't want to put himself through that.
I am not gay! What it is that... Yeah, I'm gay. Yeah. So, they won't like that in the Marines, so...
For God's sake! I'm really sorry about this, Archie. It looks like you wasted your time.
No problem, Mandy. I'd rest up if I were you, Matt. You're really not looking at all well.
Oh, shit.
I am not gay!
Oh, will I get them all back in then to have a little talk with you? Stop being such an idiot then. Right, we'll have one last try, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to take you down to St. Tommy's. Martin, you hold on to his hips. Matthew, you bite down on this pillow. And I'll just... That's it. Oh, I think it moved. Yes, I think it's coming now. Hold on. Not long now.
Did Archie leave his car kit? God. Fancy getting it stuck in a vacuum cleaner. What a pervert.
Uncle of mine got his stuck in a llama once.
Hey!
Nobody thinks he's a pervert, but then he is a judge.
We've got to be kind and sensitive to him, all right?
Shh. I think he's coming.
Afternoon, tossers. Still sitting on your fat asses growing a few more bed sores, I see. Can't you see how pathetic you are with your sad, wasted lives empty of meaning? You should just both get yourselves down the vet and ask to be put down.
God, he was more embarrassed than I realised.
There you go, Archie. Thanks for the loan. I won't be needing these now. I don't want to be a Marine anymore.
But what about poor Danny? You said you owed it to Danny.
Danny? What about Danny?
Oh, Danny was Matthew's brother. He died just before he qualified to be a Marine.
What?
What's wrong, Archie?
I had a brother, Danny, who died just before he qualified. That's why I became a Marine. I told Matthew all about Danny a few days ago.
Kill him.
Nobody understands the suffering that I've been through. Both my parents have been killed, dead. I'm an orphan. Nobody understands the suffering I've been through.
Hip flask, the DN.
Matthew's father.
Douglas Malone.
I am going to kill him. Come on, Martin. No, you stay there, Archie. You're too delicate for this.
Kill him.
Honestly, Archie, though, I do look utterly hideous and grotty, don't I?
No.
I do. I just looked at myself in the bathroom and I look like Peter Stringfellow.
Poor little mugwump. Shall I do you another hot toddy?
7's probably a bit excessive, isn't it?
A bit.
Could you just give me a big hug instead?
Uh-oh.
Archie, what's that?
Just happened.
But it's massive. I can feel it through the duvet. And this is a 13-tog duvet.
I'm terribly sorry. It's awfully bad form, what with your cold and everything. Shall I go?
No way. Get in.
Oh, whoa. He's in. Let's freaking go.
Where I find my heaven, where I find my
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be easily in the top 5 of episodes throughout all the series so far. Obviously, we got a couple more to check out, but this one is going to be a tough act to follow. I think real quick, and we're going to talk about it in 1 second. Matthew's performance, this may be his best yet. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. So give me 1 second, switch screens, and we'll talk about it. Thank you if you made it this far, and hopefully you'll stick around and hear what we're going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, to me personally, this was such a banger episode from start to finish. There was a lot to unravel here, but, you know, it's safe to say, even with Mandy essentially not feeling her most beautiful, she still don't look like Peter. I know she made that line, and it was funny in the moment and stuff, but it's safe to say she still looks good. Even the way she is, all congested and all snotty and shit, she looks so good that my boy finally, the little chap became a big chap at the end. Great moments, funny lines with the duvet and all that. But I'm happy he was able to get it up. It's, you know, this was such a crazy ass episode here, but I really think that this was probably, for me, Matthew's best, I can't even speak English right now, best performance, hands out. I think this was probably one of his most funniest episodes. And again, he has a very vivid imagination that is exciting, and it translates well, you know, on the screen. His character is very funny. But yeah, like, he just reminds me of the boy who cries wolf. So we understand why essentially, you know, Mandy, myself, probably you guys as well, Martin, you know, are like, yeah, this guy's bullshitting, man. This guy is lying because, man, this guy fucking, excuse my line, he lies so freaking much, man. He absolutely lies. So, you know, I would call bullshit, you know? So I would be thinking the exact same shit as Martin. I'm laughing at this situation. Obviously, if anyone really believed him, no one is going to be laughing at a situation like that. We would be concerned and feeling sorry for him. But he reminds me of the boy who cries wolf. Just kept, you know, he keeps lying all the time. So it's hard to really take a guy like him serious. But oh my God, the laughs were there a mile a minute. It just went so, this episode went so quickly. At the same time, I did not want this episode to end. It just had so many laughs, so many great moments, and it really does. It really did start a lot with Matthew on this episode. He was just outrageously funny. I think this is his top performance here. We'll just go based on from his entry from series 2 to where we're at right now. You know, I'm even going to take out the old Matthew for a second out of the equation. This is one of the better performances by him. So job well done by him. You know, again, this vivid imagination leads to some crazy ass scenarios here. When he got all, you know, with the jungle life here, he got, you know, wanting to get, bunnies. He's hanging a lot of the statues that freaking this guy is buying Mandy. The teddy bear, man, felt bad for the teddy bear. No real teddy bears were harmed on this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Mandy was funny as hell. Martin was funny as hell on this thing. And again, man, when you see a guy that essentially stays home so much, you're going to have a vivid ass imagination, I feel, because you need to keep yourself occupied. There's only so much TV you're going to watch in a day, you know, so you got to have kind of like adventures to, you know, keep your day, you know, keep your day going, keep it fresh, you know, keep yourself from being so damn bored. He was on next level boredom on this episode so much that I enjoyed when he was doing the vacuum bit and you know, changing the voices and playing kind of multiple different characters within it. Just shows how good of an actor he was, especially on this episode. And then you see that, you know, the vacuum, and you know, knowing this guy, man, because he is a horny bastard, okay? He is a horny bastard. Obviously, he's got all the ladies in the background, in the posters and all that stuff. You know, pretty much like what any dude would be having in their, you know, in their room and shit, man. I remember having a lot of posters in my bed that would, you know, essentially girlfriends would be really upset, wanting me to take them shits down. I got, you know, arguments and shit. I'm like, yo, this is just a poster, man, you know, and they never saw that. They would get extremely jealous. So he, when he did that vacuum bit and he's putting his finger in there, man, You just knew he was going to do the most idiotic, stupid thing ever. And I'm thankful that he did it because that shit was absolutely hilarious. That's a great scene. It's going to be a memorable scene throughout all the phases of that shit. Seeing the vacuum in the bedroom, you know, the blanket. He's got the American flag blanket over himself. What, you know, obviously he couldn't turn off the vacuum, but why didn't Martin turn off the damn vacuum after this shit? So that was crazy. Claire coming into here, you know, Martin, eventually telling Claire, I mean, that's ideally what I would have done too. I like that Matthew tried to say, hey, Martin, can you just say it's you? So we kind of find out. Obviously, he doesn't want people to see him in this thing. This is an extremely embarrassing, vulnerable moment here. So much that he's had to say that he was gay, you know, to the army guys, essentially, man. Because, you know, with all the stories going on, he, you know, has the dog tags and he, you know, got books and, you know, all this commando ass shit. So I really vibed with this episode. Honestly, this is probably easily in top 5 episode throughout all the series so far. And again, we got more to check out. Definitely need to see the rest, but I'm confident to say this is gonna be an episode that I feel like is gonna just be top 5 at least. I would be shocked, you know, if not. But let me know, you know, what you thought about this episode. Plenty of funny moments, and even the simple things that, you know, when Mandy does her little white lie lesson for the dude there. So she's gonna tell her boys they live with her. Safe to say that anything you tell her is going to be told to Martin, and then it's either going to be passed down to Matthew. You know, at some point, you know, that's just the way this shit goes, man. You signed up for it. When you got her, you're engaged or whatever, you got those two knuckleheads as well. So they kind of come with the territory. So I think this was such a great episode. I'm still smiling. Still so many great moments here. Claire, amazing as well, too. Scary, you know, with the gloves and then getting the butter. And then, you know, she's going like this and shit, right? And Martin is like, oh, I remember when you, he started going, I remember when you were kind of doing, I'm like, damn, man, my man's mind is filthy. He was even funny too when Mandy's kind of confiding in Martin about, you know, this guy's basically Limp Bizkit here. You know, he can't get it up. He's struggling with it. He's like, I don't really have that problem with it. Always funny to say that shit, man. And listen, I'm same. I mean, it's probably TMI, but I'm the same as Martin, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't have trouble in that department. Thankfully, man. It don't take much. As soon as you think about some shit, sorry to say it, guys. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you did. Let me know in the comments down below. Best moment for you. You know, let it be known. But thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. And shout out to the patrons as well. Thank you so much for your support, man. This was such a banger episode. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Take care.